What's up? What's up? What's up? Just give folks a second to hop on here. I just finished a real estate class tonight for a bunch of new agents. And the topic came up, and it was, well, what are the things I need to get started as an agent? What do I need to do? What do I need to buy? Uh, how do I increase the chances of success? And it was interesting because some folks were, I don't know if they were saying this overtly, but a lot of people were saying things like, "Hey, uh, I think you need a fancy car," or people would say, "Oh, you need a fancy watch, or you need to dress a certain way." And what's interesting about that is that, well, a few things. The first thing really is, I remember I knew a real estate agent probably 6 years ago now, maybe. And it was very interesting. This agent didn't drive, and he couldn't drive because basically he had a medical condition that wouldn't let him drive. The condition's unimportant, but he had a medical condition that basically wouldn't let him drive. And he took my real estate class, and I'll tell you kind of how I got to know this. So uh, at the time, we had a location in Santa Monica on a road called Ocean Park, and uh, there was a bunch of meters, and the class was started at 6:30. So after six, I guess the meters weren't like monitored. So basically, it was open parking on Ocean Park after six at the time. And it was about 9:15. We'd finished the class, and he and I were walking out together. And my car was the only car on Ocean Park. So we kind of walked out, and we were chatting on the way out. And he goes, "All right, man, I'll see you next week." And I kind of looked both ways. I was like, "Hey, where's your car?" And he goes, "Oh, I take the bus." So I told him, I was like, "Hey, which way are you going? If it's not too far, if it's late, I want to get home. But if it's not too far, I can give you a lift. It's not a big deal." He goes, "Oh no, it's cool. I'll take the bus." And I said, "All right, man, have a good night. I'll see you next week." Anyway, next week comes, and he's there a little early, and he goes, "Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about last week." I said, "What's up?" And he goes, I just didn't want you to think, I know a lot of people don't take the bus in LA. I just wanted to tell you why I was taking the bus." So I said, "Well, to be honest, I hadn't really thought about it, but okay, if you want to share that, you're welcome to." And he goes, uh, "Well, I can't drive because, I have this condition that doesn't let me drive." So I said, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "Do you think I can be a successful real estate agent even though I don't have a driver's license?" And, it's LA, right? I mean, if I don't know where you guys live, but, if in LA, everybody has a car. You don't really use public transportation that much in LA. And it was interesting because I said, "Hey, if you want to make something happen, I'm sure you can make it happen." And I didn't discourage him, but I certainly didn't hard commit that, yeah, you don't need a car in Los Angeles. You can be a real estate agent without a car. I definitely didn't say that. Anyway, fast forward a few months, he gets his license, and about a year later, he sends me a note. And I guess he had gotten this award from one of the developers in LA, in downtown LA specifically. And it was like number one salesperson and this person's name and all that. And I was like, "Hey, this is awesome! Congratulations! That's great." And he goes, "Yeah, I still don't have a car." And I said, "Oh, well, how do you get around?" He goes, "Well, I basically sell only in downtown. So I'll take the red line into downtown LA on 7th and Flower. I'll pop up the subway, and I just walk around and I show luxury condos in and around downtown LA." And I thought, man, this is what a great story, of the one thing in LA. I don't know where you guys live, but the one thing in LA, when people are like, "Oh, what do you need to kind of operate in Los Angeles?" the one thing that everyone says you need is a car. I mean, this is like just the way it is. Um, and that I probably think about that story probably once a month because it's so interesting that all the things that you think you might need to get started in the real estate business are kind of not needed. It's you probably need a cell phone. Okay, all of us probably have a phone, an iPhone or an Android. Most of you guys probably have an iPhone. You should have an iPhone. I'm not an Android fan, but I don't like the green text bubbles. But maybe a laptop and just a great attitude. So I just wanted to hop on here and because I know a lot of people that subscribe to this channel are newer or aspiring real estate people or people that watch like exam prep videos or whatever. And I just wanted to hop on here and just tell you that whatever you think you might need, there's a pretty good chance you already have it. And just accumulating more things is probably like more of a burden than a help. So that was one thing that we had talked about in class, and I often think of that story just about there's probably so many things that, especially in real estate. Oh, I need a good watch, or I need a good car. I don't want my clients to think I'm struggling, or I don't want my clients to think that that I'm not on their level, or whatever it is. I mean, it's. I don't think anybody even cares. I don't think anybody's even looking at the watch you have and making a decision if they're going to hire you based on your watch. I mean, you probably have to look presentable, look clean and like awake. But beyond that, I'm not so sure that all the rest is just kind of fluff. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on here. It's almost 8 minutes that we've been on already. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and remind you, if you're taking the classes or you're thinking about getting your license, you probably are more ready than you think. Any thoughts in the chat about anything, or anything I can do to help you prep for the test? Or well, cool. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you guys another time. If you have any questions, post them in the chat. I do have time here. It's only 8:30, so I'm not even. I shouldn't have had all this coffee an hour ago, but anyway, we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.